Hello friends, today we have Ajay Singh Rathod with us. He's a pass out from LNMIT, Jaipur, and he's here to share his experience about his preparation to go into LNMIT and his college experience. Welcome Ajay. So, how did you go with your preparation?
To get into the LNM IIT, I prepared for the JEE entrance examination and I was an extended merit list of JEE, and I got in through, I was having a decent rank in that, but college also takes through AIEEE, and during my time in 2009 the cutoff was around 17,000. So mostly I studied in Kota for 2 years and then I got in that institute.
So, you took a professional coaching?
I took a professional coaching.
So,
Many people who didn't do coaching also got in, but yeah, it's preferable that you do coaching.
So, after 4 or 5 years today, do you see yourself like, if you hadn't taken professional coaching, self-study would have sufficed for the preparation requirements?
For me, I think I require a coaching, but many people can do it because you have to get decent marks to get in. So I think professional coaching is required.
So, after you qualified your entrance exams, how did you zero down to this particular college, LNMIT?
So during my time, it was in Central Counselling Board of AIEEE that used to happen, and now it has opted out of that. After my batch in 2009, in 2010 they didn't participate in that, and they just now have their own forms, so people can just fill in their AIEEE ranks or JEE ranks or JEE marks in that, and through that they have their own counselling procedure now. They are not part of Central Counselling Board now. So in my time it was part of Central Counselling Board, so I first applied to Central Counselling Board, that I didn't get in, but they had 10 extra seats for extended merit list candidates, so I got in through that.
How did you choose your branch?
The LNMIT has a very good procedure to choose branches. We believe in that institute. We believe that student is not admitted in a branch. First they admit a student in institute, and then they give branch to that student. So first for 1 year you study the general things. Like they have only 3 branches when I took it. They had only 3 branches when I took admission, but now they have, I think, 5 or 6 branches. New branches that have been included are mechatronics, mathematics, and physics. And so what they do is we study general things for the 1 year, like general electronics, general mathematics, data structure and algorithm. So we all the branches study these subjects, and then after 1 year you get to choose your branch. So I had particular interest in electronics, so I choose the branch in that way.
So, coming to college now, how was the academic experience in college?
Academic experience was fantastic. I think the most brilliant part about LNMIT, the most amazing experience that you'll have is faculty over there, because most of the faculties are deans and directors of LNMI, of IITs. Like we had a dean of IIT Kanpur teaching us, professor of HC Verma teaching us, Mr. O.P. Katyal, and then we had dean from Purdue University. We had Professor Sharan, who is considered as among the pioneers of electronics. So the most fantastic part was professors, and the academic procedure was the academic calendar is also very well designed. So we get to see that we have 2 midterms and an end sem and regular assignments. So the rigorousness of curriculum is also very well designed, so that students also get so that students can balance between their extra co-curricular and academics.
So, how is extra co-curricular activities?
Extra co-curricular, talking about extra co-curricular keeps on happening. Like we have several clubs and committees over there. I myself was a very active member and later on became head of literary committee in my college. And so there are other committees like Cultural Council. For entrepreneurship, there is an incubation center where you can give your ideas, and we have a very well designed sports fests and technical fests, and we have separate committees working for them. So we have a very big cultural festival, that is the second biggest cultural festival of Rajasthan after BITS Pilani, Vivacity. And Vivacity, Most of the people may not know about LMIT, but they know about Vivacity. It's that famous. And in Vivacity, we keep on calling big bands and all. Like Jal came in, and then Javed Ali, and big people also came. And I believe that extracurricular, co-curricular, you get time for it, as it is a fully residential campus. So you can participate in different things in sports because you are staying on the campus for the whole time, and each and every student stays there. So you definitely have a lot of time for that.
So, continuing on this residential thing, how is infrastructure, there, and living in hostel particularly?
I think when the name like Lakshmi Nivas Mittal comes in, the question of infrastructure goes away. It's a 125-acre campus for almost like 1,200 students. So it's a very big campus for 1,200 students. So you get a lot of space there, and the infrastructure is very well built. The hostels are fully air conditioned, and even the classrooms are really good, very well designed. And we have sports facilities, really brilliant sports facilities, and sports infrastructure like equipments are continuously provided. We have relatively very big grounds for football and separate grounds for cricket, and I think there is no problem of infrastructure as in, but I would say the things like swimming pool are hasn't still come up, but they are planned in future.
So, how about the labs infrastructure in terms of
Labs.
laboratories?
Sorry, I didn't talk about that. Labs are, I think labs, in terms of labs, we have equipment that are rarely available. Like we were working on digital processors that were only found in IITs, like TMSC 54s, TMSC 60s, and also digital processing lab, also computer labs are very well designed, and they can accommodate almost 200 students at one go, because the students, the intake is very low, so very few people get in, so there is quite an adequate amount of things for everyone. So we also had communication lab for English courses, which very few institutes have. I think.
So shifting towards another paradigm here, so many students want to go for higher studies after their bachelor's. So how do you see the option of preparing for competitive exams like GRE, GMAT, and CAT? So do you have these subsequent facilities of coaching available over there? Nearby campus?
Yeah. So one thing that I would say about LMIT is that it's mostly known for higher studies, because the professors are as such that you get interest in learning, and you mostly participate in higher studies rather than going for placements. So you get very good recommendation, as well as the preparation scene is coming. Many of the students don't take any coaching. Even if they do, they take their summer off and prepare for it at home or at their hometown. And for coaching, you have to go to city. If some people are planning to go for CATs or GMATs, they go to cities for the entire semester, and there is a very good bus system, and they don't charge for it. It's absolutely free. There's college buses available, and these keep on going to and fro from Jaipur to the LMIT here, and so around 20 trips are planned in a day. So it's not a problem. At any point of time, if you feel like going to city for a coaching, you can go. But most of the cases, the environment for higher studies is really good. Many of the people got into Ohio, IIMs, even to Stanford. One person went to Stanford. So environment is good for higher studies.
So, yeah, one of the biggest concerns in any student is placement, right from the time he joins or thinks about joining an engineering college. So how is the placement in your college?
Placement is relatively good, because I won't say that it's not great as IITs or NITs, but if you have potential, many companies like Amazon, Microsoft, and these big giants, IT giants, because it's only an information technology institute, many of the IT giants are hiring from it. And I think most of the time 80 to 90% of the batch is placed, and they get a considerable package for it. But the placement scenario is improving day by day. They have hired new training and placement officers now, and they're working on it, and I surely believe that it's going to be really good after some time.
Would you like to share your personal placement experience with us?
Yeah. So I was not keen on placement because although I worked for an year, but I wanted to go for higher studies. But then I later on changed my idea of going to that, and I just sat for one company and I got through it. And I think the placement scenarios, my placement experience was if you want to get a job, it's really easy. Matlab, I just went for the written test, got in, and then gave one interview, and it was simple.
Which company did you?
Mindtree. I was placed in Mindtree, but later on I worked for some other company through off-campus placements. And I think job is not a problem if you are capable of doing that.
So a quick fire round for you, Ajay. So what was weekend getaway for you at?
Yeah, so we used to go to cities on weekend. So there's a nearby place called Raja Park in Jaipur. There we had certainly good places to hang out, like Tadka. LMIT is not near to the city, so you don't get to just step out of the campus and you can have a hangout place. So you have to go to city for that. And Jaipur is full of hangout places. So
Best experience of your college?
best experience of my college life, I would say that I think living in that hostel environments with those budding brilliant, with those minds and those which are bubbling with creativity. So we always had something creative to do with us. Like sometimes we were doing this stuff, or sometimes we were playing something. So that kept on happening. But if I have to pick out one moment, that would be injustice to the others. So yeah, I cannot recall one.
Very good. Yeah. So thank you, Ajay.
Thank you.
Thank you for sharing your experience.
Your entire team.